goddamn sense. The world's trash. First off, on the Chud Watch, the free speech warriors are back at it. Now they're suing Barnes & Noble for selling a book they don't like. The book is called Gender Queer. It's a book, it's an autobiography about a trans person and their experience. So they're like, oh, hell no, we've already banned this from the school, so now we want to make it illegal for Barnes & Nobles to sell this book to anybody who is under the age of 18, because why wouldn't we? You can't have any representation. This is free speech, y'all. Last week, Virginia School voted to remove Genderqueer from shelves. It came after school board member Victoria Manning complained about it and several other books within the schools. After the initial review of the book and several others, Manning appealed the decision made to keep the book, and after reconsideration, the book was pulled. Now, a Virginian lawyer is stepping in to take the decision further. He is filing a suit against the school and against the Barnes & Noble store in Virginia Beach. So, yep, gonna sue private businesses and tell them they can't sell what they want to in their own business. This is conservatism 101, the American Taliban. They want us to become like Iran. The end goal here, folks, is to make trans people illegal and also to make unmarried sex illegal. They want us to have a theocracy. They want to run every part of our lives and then claim that we're the ones who are authoritarians. Here's Steven Crowder out there talking about, hey, he doesn't think that it's bad that people want to keep their neighborhoods all white. It's just normal. What's wrong with wanting your neighborhood to be all white like it's always been? Definitely nothing racist about this at all, is there? Let's have a listen.
Look, it's about voting demographics, just to be clear. I don't believe that people use interchangeably that race is destiny. Now, I also, by the way, this is something people won't like to hear. I also don't think there's anything wrong with white Americans wanting their neighborhood to look similar to how it looked with their dad and their grandparents. And, you know, people tend to be comfortable around people they were raised with. Have you been to Mexican neighborhoods? Been to largely black neighborhoods?
Yes, I have. No, I know you guys might not know this because I never talk about it. Wink, but I live in an all black neighborhood. I'm the only white motherfucker within blocks and blocks and blocks of here. And it's totally normal. It's totally, like, it's the best place I've ever lived, to be honest with you. I used to live in a bougie fucking all white neighborhood and it was terrible. Homeowner association would send me nasty letters. Hey, your grass is 2 inches high. We're going to sue you if you don't cut it. It was ass, y'all. The people here are so nice. They literally bring me food over here to feed me on holidays and shit. Dude across the street calls another guy that comes over and mows my lawn. I pay him for it, but they take care of everything for me. Never had anybody say a bad word to me here. So, yeah, Steven Crowder. Yeah, I've been to a black neighborhood, and it's amazing. Nobody has a problem with me. I don't have a problem with anybody else, because I'm not a racist fucking piece of shit. God damn.
This is a natural process that takes place. Doesn't mean that you should seclude yourself, but I don't blame black people for watching black entertainment television. I don't blame Latino people for watching Telemundo.
The fuck did I do?
I understand that we have different tastes because we have different cultures. Melanin doesn't determine how you vote. Unfortunately, it's about buying votes from the Democratic Party. Like you said, they realized they were.
It's just about being nice to people, helping minorities, helping the poor. And yeah, if you help the poor, they're more likely to vote for you. But that's just a bonus. Me wanting to help Mexican people who are just trying to come over here and make a better life for themselves and their families. Me trying to help black folks who have been oppressed for hundreds of years has zero to do with me caring about if they vote Democrat or not. It's simply because I'm a kind person who believes there's only one race, the human race, and wants to help those in need. But of course, evil people have to see good deeds as evil because it makes them feel better about what piece of shit they are. They have to try to spin you being a good person into you being a bad person in order to justify their own evil. Transparent as fuck. And Tucker Carlson out there trying to distance himself from the great replacement theory that he has espoused 400 times. Shamelessness is their superpower, folks. after the Buffalo shooter named him, gave him credit for inspiring him to believe in the Great Replacement theory. Now Tucker Carlson, who has spread this theory 400 times, got to pretend like he don't even know what it is. Let's let Tucker Carlson explain it to Tucker Carlson.
You've heard a lot about the Great Replacement theory recently. It's everywhere in the last 2 days, and we're still not sure exactly what it is. Now, I know that the left and all the little gatekeepers on Twitter become literally hysterical if you use the term replacement, if you suggest that the Democratic Party is trying to replace the current electorate, the voters now casting ballots, with new people, more obedient voters from the third world. But they become hysterical because that's what's happening, actually. Let's just say it, that's true. In political terms, this policy is called the Great Replacement, the replacement of legacy Americans with more obedient people from faraway countries. They brag about it all the time, but if you dare to say it's happening, they will scream at you with maximum hysteria. And then he said this, and with every passing year, there will be more people who look like me in the United States. You can't stop it. So take your racist replacement theory and shove it. In other words, you're being replaced, and there's nothing you can do about it. So shut up.
Fake laugh. Totally creepy as shit. So, yeah, Tucker Carlson definitely don't know anything about it, does he? Just fucking shameless. I was actually talking to my mom about this, and here in Mississippi, we're having a lot of problems finding people to do jobs for us. Like, I'm willing to pay a decent wage, but I'm having trouble finding somebody to do work on my house for me. Because we don't have enough workers in this country right now. There are too many jobs and too few workers right now. And we could desperately use more Mexican people in this country, in my opinion. I don't think this is racist to say. I hope it's not racist to say, but Mexican folks tend to work extremely fucking hard, in my observation. And there's plenty of room here. Plenty of it. Most of the state is fucking forest and shit. Open fields. And studies show that immigrants are less likely to commit crimes than people born here. And no, they don't take money away from the economy. They actually bring their own economies with them and help boost the economy. That's what all the studies show. So no, we're not trying to replace white people. Nobody is stopping white people from fucking. Yeah, we're trying to bring more people to this country because we need them. We need a stronger, more robust workforce. But folks, if you have half a glass of water and you add more water to that, you're not replacing the water in there. You're adding to it. And it's nobody's fault that white people aren't fucking and having more kids except for white people. First off, it costs $20,000 goddamn dollars in this stupid fucked up country to have a baby. Who can even afford it? The capitalist system has made wealth inequality so vast that people can't even afford to have kids anymore. They can't afford to buy houses. They can't afford to start families. And that's not a conspiracy theory. That's what the fuck is happening. But if white people want to fuck, they will. And if they don't, it's their own goddamn fault. No one is replacing them. They're just not fucking. They're replacing themselves as anything. God damn it. And, of course, Marjorie Taylor Greene doing what she always does. This is the biggest war chest in all of Congress. The woman who gets more donations, of course, than anybody else. Warning that us Democrats are trying to turn kids gay because, you know, that's a thing that can happen, I guess. It's a choice, and just like being straight is a choice, I guess. I don't know why, if we're making kids gay, then they can't make gay kids straight. Seems like they'd be working on that. But anyway, here she is spreading her bullshit.
If anyone who was a Democrat steps out of line because they've decided they can't go along with the horrible, disgusting, and failing ways of the Democrats, and they actually see the light, see the truth, and they go, you know, I'm going to try voting Republican because these people over here make sense. They like everybody. They think our Constitution is for everyone. They don't want to turn your kids gay and have, you know, transgender, and they don't want to kill babies in the womb. And
they don't want to have transgender. What the fuck does that mean? It means exactly what you said, folks. They don't want transgender people to exist. They want to take away your identity, ban your entire existence, and somehow, I guess, turn kids gay. Because that's the thing, I guess. Hey, I guess it's really easy to just turn kids gay. You can be like, hey, look at this dick. And they'll be like, I want to suck that. That's the way it works, folks. Clearly, this is real life. And here she is, shitting on poor people who are on WIC. And all this is a dog whistle, folks. This is one of the main Republican talking points right now. There is a baby formula shortage in this country for a variety of reasons. Some revolve around the pandemics. Mostly it's to do with capitalism, though. So, of course, they want to blame the poor people. But really what they're talking about here is black folks. And as someone who's grown up in Mississippi my entire life, this is an argument I've heard constantly. Oh, I'm so tired of the black folks getting everything. The black folks just have everything handed to them. Welfare queens ain't working. Government handing out everything to them. I'm so tired of it. So all she's doing here is feeding into this racist sentiment that is shared by so many other white supremacists like she is. Let's blame poor people for baby food shortages.
They broke our country, and it's very difficult to get it back on track. But here's the real deal. Let me explain some of the other problems. WIC, the government program, is the largest buyer, the largest customer for baby formula in the United States of America. And now Joe Biden and his administration, they're moving into their solution is making WIC an even bigger customer, when in reality, many of the parents that can't buy baby formula for their baby, they're not on the WIC program. And the WIC program is making it more difficult for them to buy baby formula, because if you're on WIC, if you're someone that needs to be on that government assistance, you're allowed to buy as much baby formula as you want to with your WIC vouchers, and they're increasing that for those parents. But if you're not on WIC, you're limited in how many cans of baby formula.
Yeah. Fuck the poor, right? Who gives a shit? Poor people can feed their babies if they ain't got no money to buy it. They could just goddamn starve, I guess. Hey, Joe Biden's actually trying to do something about it. He's just passed order that the government use military planes to fly in baby formula from wherever they fuck they have to and spread it around, including poor people, which is good. Supporting poor people and their babies. Good? I don't know. Pure fucking evil. Always got to scapegoat poor people. And of course, like I said, it's just racist dog whistling.